Drop gems. I'm not in part. Check it out now. The boy's back. Now, I'm here to give y'all some commentary. I know it's just say, oh my God, of course you would come back for your boyfriend 6ix9ine's video, but chill out. Y'all gonna hear the realest video I've given in a while. Watch the whole thing. Now, 6ix9ine recently has amped up him dissing the deceased rapper King Von, okay, basically in hopes of getting Lil Durk's attention, and even went as far as sending a picture of the body of King Von laying on a autopsy table, cut open, okay? Now, he's been on social media saying things like rest in peace to King Von, dissing him all over the place, even on an Instagram live that was seen by almost 500,000 people. And people are saying we ain't with it. 6ix9ine's response? What are y'all talking about? Why y'all acting like I'm the first person to diss the dead? King Von was here dissing the dead. Matter of fact, didn't King Von say when he die, he about to go beat Tuka up? And don't Lil Durk say he be smoking on that Tuka back? Wow, when I say rest in peace or rest in piss to King Von, y'all that mad? And then everybody is basically saying, shut the fuck up. We don't want to hear that from you. Now, let's be fair. He has a slight point, but I then get to ask myself, why? Is this necessary? Because I don't see this actually helping 6ix9ine in any type of way. And when you see things like this, it seems like more than destructive behavior that could cause violence later if these people run into each other, it sort of seems like self-destructive behavior from 6ix9ine. Listen, this is what's happening if you ask me. And by the way, again, I'm not cool or okay with people dissing the dead. Okay? If you listen to my interview with King Von, God rest his soul, I was the person saying, could you please stop dissing Tuka? Okay? I was happy when I heard Durk saying he was going to stop calling his ops out by name and dissing them, right? And I was basically happy when even the likes of Chief Keef told another rapper, yo, chill out. Let's stop dissing people who passed away. This is a bad trend and a bad habit that Chicago drill music made popular, and everybody else thought this was the epitome and pretty much the heights of demonry, so everybody now disses the dead. To me, when someone dies, the beef is over. You can't beef with somebody when they're not on earth, okay? What are you doing? Now, if you're still trying to beef with somebody who ain't here, that's something wrong within you. Now, I understand a bit what happens in Chicago. Usually when they're beefing or they're dissing the dead, it's not about the dead person. It's about them trying to antagonize somebody else who's living because they want to get that person killed too. However, this feels a little different because 6ix9ine and King Von, they ain't from the same blocks. Okay? They weren't shooting at each other. There aren't deaths on both sides that people can't forgive. This felt like some rap stuff that, King Von said some stuff on Instagram Live, and 6ix9ine, he was incarcerated or he was snitching at that time, and, he felt like this is his time to respond. It feels like the way you're going hard with this and the dead, like, these can't be rap issues. Like, these got to be some issues where generations over generations of people have died because of some issues, so you continue to add more disrespect, fuel to the fire, because you want to incite more violence. But here's the thing, and this is also why I'm a little confused, right? I'm confused because this time 6ix9ine's trolling feels different. Okay? When 6ix9ine first came out in 2017, 2018 was the height of the trolling, of course. It used to be mostly lighthearted, even if he meant to offend someone. See him trolling Juice WRLD, Ludacris, other people. Basically, he would make you laugh at a situation that even if you weren't that knowledgeable about it, you're like, this is just funny. Nowadays, it doesn't seem as funny as it seems two things. It seems bitter, basically a bitter reaction, because if you don't know, the industry has rejected 6ix9ine. Lil Durk, who definitely was not in the same league musically, or when it comes to music sales, actually, I'll say, as 6ix9ine in 2018. Lil Durk sells more than 6ix9ine now. The deck of cards has been reshuffled. No one will playlist him. Basically, people are applying rules to him that he feels are unfair, and rather than try to deal with them diplomatically, try to talk to them, try to mend relationships, he's going all in. If you're familiar with poker, going all in means you're putting all your chips on the table. You're betting on one particular hand or one particular strategy to save you. Now, it's either a little bit of bitterness or an attempt to maybe reprove that 6ix9ine is still that person 2018 without Shotty, without Treyway. He's still that person at his core. Now, again, I think it's the former. When the industry has rejected you, you are trying to showcase their hypocrisy. But I keep saying, a lot of things in life, it ain't about who's right, it's about who's liked. Because he continually tries to show, oh, this person did this. Desiree also snitched, but y'all all work with her. Why don't y'all want to work with me? Because I snitched. Nobody cares about that clear comparison. People are just saying, well, we like her, we don't like you, fuck it. Oh, but King Von used to diss the dead. Durk disses the dead. Why y'all get mad at me when I do it? Well, people like them, they don't like you. Again, some things, it ain't about just calling it as it is. It's about not if you're right, if you're liked. Now, regardless, I'm going to be honest, I don't think this is affecting Durk with 6ix9ine talking about Von. Durk has kind of figured out his strategy to deal with 6ix9ine. Not answer him. Durk answered him for a while, leveled up with the Drake feature, dropped that famous quotable line, please don't play that little boy in the club, we don't listen to rats. After that, dropped an album, right? And a deluxe that did pretty well. Now people are looking at Durk like he's the next up in the street rapper to be mainstream rapper category. And Durk has almost reshuffled the deck and almost made it seem like he's above talking about 6ix9ine. Also, think about it. Durk really from Chicago. If you think a rapper dissing King Von is going to get under his skin when his actual cousin, Newski, died in Chicago, and the niggas who lived like 2 blocks away was dissing him every single goddamn day, if Durk could avoid and not fall into those traps, why would he fall into a trap of a rapper who never met King Von, who didn't really know about him, and who ain't around or came from the places that they came from? Okay? So, I kind of get the angle that 6ix9ine's go for. I just think it's one that'll never matter. Because, again, as I keep telling y'all, man, in some situations, it's better to be liked than to be right. The thing is, there isn't no objective grading on when someone could be accepted as a snitch and when they can't. When people could clown the dead when they can't. It's about if they like you or not. He needs to realize this is 6ix9ine. They'll never like you. You've never made an attempt to mend relationships. You made an attempt to isolate. And right now you seem radioactive. This was cool and well when the people you weren't dissing could actually stand next to you. But unfortunately, these are the times that nobody wants to stand next to you. And it almost looks like I'm the only one remaining. Let's be very clear. People who run DSPs, who make playlists, they don't be beefing with 6ix9ine. They could have just quietly kept playlisting his music. But 6ix9ine became so radioactive that people start looking at them to say, are you going to still playlist this guy's music? Because if you do, you're part of the problem. Those people had to make a decision that isn't about 6ix9ine's objective grading. It's about self-preservation, career preservation, and also trying to align with what they feel history will fall on. Again, maybe 6ix9ine enjoys the villain role, but it's one that he has to realize that the people who are not even offended at him, they're also forced to pretty much choose a side because of him. Okay? Trying to even the score might make him personally feel good by dissing Durk. You get me? And you might think, because, you know, as he says famously, when I was locked up, y'all had a lot to say. What about now? Maybe it makes him feel good personally, but it doesn't help his career. It only puts him further in a corner. Okay? Durk levitated. He went up ever since y'all started going at each other. If anybody, we could argue that Durk got the better of the situation because the beef with you helped people to rally behind him to put his career on another pedestal. Again, it looks like he's also the bigger man as well. It looks like he's dropping these random quotes. Looks like he's not biting into the beef and he's not making a moment, which now people think that 6ix9ine is desperate for moments. The thing is, Durk fell for that trap before. But what he learned was he started to ignore it, and he started to peddle out music, riding off that momentum of that Drake song, Laugh Now, Cry Later, and also paying tribute to Vaughn with that new album. He's out of here. My thing is this. 6ix9ine is working on a very dangerous hand because I do believe he's all in. And family members, friends, industry players like playlist curators or even blogs or anyone else who has to do with making this big giant wheel turn that's called the industry, who may have been neutral or sympathetic to 6ix9ine, they're now forced to say, damn, what am I going to do? Okay? Now, I've told y'all, 6ix9ine is my friend. I don't agree with a lot of things he does, but I'm not someone who would then deny someone who is my friend. Everything I say on this video, I've told him, hey, stop going at Durk. Please stop dissing Vaughn. And if you've noticed, I don't repost, at least on my Instagram, him going at King Von. Okay? However, this is just this plain truth. Maybe he could pull this out. But right now, it seems like 6ix9ine is at a poker table with a barely decent hand. And he's looking around trying to bluff. And he just pushed all his chips in the middle of the table. And he's going all in. Except everybody's looking at him dead in the face. And they're looking at him like, we know and we've seen you bluff a million times. It's not about to work again. If he pulls it off, maybe he's a genius. Regardless, I don't think he'll ever be liked. And I think he's okay with being the villain. If he is, we'll see. But I look at it and I say it's a very dangerous, stressful, and I don't know if it's rewarding enough to handle. We will see. Get in the comments. Make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe. What do you guys think about this video? What do you think about him dissing Vaughn? We got a couple more 6ix9ine videos to come, but I think this one needed to be done in the style of let's really analyze his approach. Let's analyze his approach, whether you agree with this particular move to diss Vaughn. Let's just analyze the approach. You guys let me know in the comment section. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And by the way, please don't start with the childish, retarded, yo, he's switching on 6ix9ine. That's my guy. I give him advice every day. I hope he, I want him to do better. Like, I'm not going to encourage someone to their failure or demise. And if I see someone, maybe not doing some of the things that I think is, of the benefit of them, I'm going to speak out on it. Okay? And I'm not going to say everything he's done since he's gotten released has been negative. But recently, it does look like he's going all in. All right? You guys can comment. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to Akademiks.
At the shoot, it was a fight. When these the same niggas that rap, ain't no fair ones gonna shoot. Right or wrong? Yo, play the cap rap. When I mean cap mother, I drop dead right now if I'm lying. King Von said, when I die, my niggas gonna slide every day. Am I lying?
Nah, what song is that?
I don't know what song is that. King Von said, when I die, my niggas is gonna slide every day. Cat, nigga. That shit is cat. Who slipped for King Von yet? That nigga resting fucking pissed, nigga. Fucking dumb, nigga. Cause they ain't like that, nigga. How many niggas dying, nigga? Look. Let me pause. Yo, look. Let's pour some liquor for King Von, son. Yo, drink up, stupid. Yo, King Von, drink up. Suck dick, nigga. Niggas ain't slot for you yet, nigga. Yo, hold on. Yo, that day they shot you, I slid on the mongoose. Cat, nigga. Slid where, nigga? You slid to the studio. You booked 4 hours, nigga. That's where you slid, nigga.